I got the belts plastered around my room. Not the ones that I fought for, but small little token ones, just to keep my mind in tune with what the goal is, but just him. I don't focus on the belt, just him.
I want to fight Anthony Joshua, exclusive, because I know that I will beat Anthony Joshua's ass. I know I will beat...
You just got knocked out, right?
Yeah.
Well, realistically, it's one of the craziest propositions of all time. You take a guy who just had a boxing match that looks like a sparring match with a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, and then you're gonna fight one of the absolute scariest knockout artists in the heavyweight division.
Anthony Joshua faces one of the craziest challenges of his career. After Jake Paul claimed he could knock Joshua out early, the former unified heavyweight champion responded with a cold, calculated stare that immediately shifted the room's energy. No smiles, no jokes, just calm, controlled tension, the kind that precedes real action in the ring. Jake tried to hold his ground, but the difference in size, experience, and aura made one thing clear. He had awakened a giant.
Let's go!
Jake Paul's bravado online vanished when he stood face-to-face with Joshua. Confidence, swagger, and bold knockout claims faded as he realized just how imposing Joshua is in person. Inches apart, Jake's posture shifted. His eyes dropped for a split second, and fans noticed a crack in his bravado. Joshua didn't yell, threaten, or smirk. He simply stared with the calm intensity of a man who has survived real battles inside the ring.
Batter. He's going to get absolutely...
You're preaching to the choir, bro.
Annihilated.
Yeah, take it to just as they turn to the side. That's it, just there. And watch Jake. He looks at him, keeps looking, and then Joshua looks back. Yeah.
Jeez.
Great.
I just,
Joshua is taking a significant risk by agreeing to fight Jake Paul, and experts warn the stakes go beyond the ring. They're about legacy. Former heavyweight Dave Allen cautioned that even a single punch landing could diminish Joshua's achievements. Critics argue the fight is motivated by money. Promoter Eddie Hearn defended it, saying, "You can't eat legacy." Still, the concern is that Joshua could trade his hard-earned reputation for a payday. This fight has become a high-risk, high-reward moment for AJ.
Boxing fans will think this is a massive stain on his career and a bit of an embarrassment. Now, you two have done it. I'm sure you would both fight Jake Paul tomorrow, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but we're both retired. And we'll be looking at it saying, still an easy fight because he can't box, he's useless. So it's risk-reward, minimum risk, massive reward. So of course we'd fight Jake.
No, but you say that, it's a big risk, Carl. Big risk.
I'm not having that.
Big risk. If you don't go and annihilate him in the first 30 seconds...
Yeah, it's fixed.
Can you right, it's fixed. Oh, he's pulling him round?
Yeah.
He's talking about me fighting him though. So would you think that was fixed if I didn't go and annihilate him? 11 years retired. I think that's the point George makes. He always has a little dig and says,
no, but say you go out there and it's a tough fight for you. You can say, well, what would you expect? I haven't boxed for 11 years. But then it's like, it's hard, isn't it? It's hard to do. Do you want that?
Nobody thinks any less.
You've got the best ending.
Yeah, I've got
your career.
Definitely. So, nobody thinks any less of Mike Tyson because he lost to Jake Paul.
He was 58 years old.
Yeah, exactly. So
he's in hospital a week before.
Snap been retired 11 years, and I'd still go in there, in my opinion, and whoop him. I don't think it'd be hard at all. So listen, he won't fight me. He's pretending he don't know who I am now, for a start. So he's thought.
How can he not know who you are?
The fight could also be dangerous for Jake Paul. Rising heavyweight Moses Adama urged Paul to prioritize his health over money, warning that a misjudged punch could have long-term consequences.
Because AJ's involved, and I think AJ'd struggle to he's going to take enough flack over this, but again, it's money talk. So I think AJ will struggle because it's an Owen situation. If he goes in there, Jake Paul lasted the distance. What does he tell you about AJ? Apart from he's just earned an extra 15 million quid. If he goes there and struggles with Jake Paul, then what's he say about AJ? Your heydays are well and truly over. If he goes in there and knocks him out, then I'll say that's to be expected. So the glory, there's probably not much glory in it, apart from the haters of Jake Paul to say, right, I've got rid of this kid. I think it's very brave of Jake Paul So now the problem child has got us to believe this fight's actually happening. So now you've got our attention. So now you've got to back up the boast. It's not about, you're not playing tiddlywink. This is the only game you can't play. You can play football.
Former pro Amir Khan bluntly stated that Joshua could inflict serious harm, including potential brain damage, emphasizing the risks for Paul.
Joshua sparked him out in like 2 rounds. Really? Yeah, why do you look surprised when I don't?
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
Come on, bro. You're fighting like one of the best heavyweight fighters in the world against a YouTuber. Like, come on. Like, respect the sport of boxing. And if AJ has to go in there and show these influencers that, listen, you can't fuck about with boxing. You know what I mean? Someone's going to get hurt badly. And this could be one of the first fights where a fighter gets hurt badly, because if you look at the size difference and the power difference, I mean, bro, there could be brain damages going on there. I mean, AJ could hurt him badly, you know.
Well, when you look at Francis Ngannou, who's one of the most fearsome combat styles there is. I know it's MMA, but we saw what AJ did to Ngannou. So,
and that's why you can't be surprised if AJ is going to do the same to what's it called again?
Former champion Carl Froch agrees that the bout could tarnish Joshua's reputation, suggesting it may impact his Hall of Fame trajectory. At the same time, Joshua has expressed that he values long-term health above all, saying his legacy will be defined by walking out of the ring healthy.
Sort of elite level or world level. He won't be trying to go down the world title level anymore. This is just a cash out, so good luck to him. Fair play to him, but hopefully when he's finished this fight, he'll be honest with us and say, listen, I've milked it, I've creamed it, I've had an unbelievable touch at the end of my career. I mean, he's already had an outrageous touch, hasn't he, with the involvement of Saudi Arabia, and now he's just creaming it at the end. He's got fake Paul, which is massive. Great for AJ, fair play to him. Anybody would do the same at the end of the career he's had. You know, he's not an elite heavyweight, is he? He's never going to come.
Bookmakers have made Joshua the heavy favorite, with odds around -200 for him versus +650 to +900 for Paul. This spread highlights the massive gap in experience, power, and pedigree. Many sportsbooks predict a knockout or TKO for Joshua as the likeliest outcome, reflecting the perceived one-sided nature of the fight.
Jake Paul is +600 against Anthony Joshua, who's -1,000. So for those that don't know how this works, if you bet $100 on Jake Paul, you get $600 back. But you have to bet $1,000 on Anthony Joshua to get $100 back.
Right. Anthony's a big favorite based on those numbers.
A huge favorite.
Yeah.
A huge favorite. 10-1 odds. What do you think will happen? Originally, Jake Paul was supposed to fight Gervonta, who was also very heavily favored, but he was much smaller. Anthony Joshua was a lot bigger. He's actually bigger than Jake Paul, and a top-notch boxer at that.
I just want to say I like the Paul brothers a lot. I wish Jake his best. I hope Jake wins.
Okay. Do you think he'll win?
I think he'll win.
Really? Are you willing to bet that he'll win?
I would bet Jake wins.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going to bet that Jake wins?
Yeah, I'm going to bet Jake wins.
Okay. 6-1 odds.
Yeah, I'll bet.
How much do you think he'll put down? This is not me and you betting, by the way. How much are you going to put down on Jake Paul?
I don't think any amount that I'll be allowed to bet is going to move my needle enough. So I think more I'm going to bet just to show a little love. I put $1,000 on Jake.
Okay, so you'll get 6,000 at best. So this is just spending money.
Yeah, I think it's just for fun. I just want to support the homie. I just want to see him win. I want to see everyone make money. I don't think anything I bet. I mean, I don't even know how much can I really bet realistically. Let's say I put
100,000.
100,000 and win 600. I don't think the risk of 100,000 is worth it.
It's a lot of risk.
It's a lot of risk.
It's a lot of risk.
I don't think it's worth it.
I mean, because he has to actually win, not just survive all whatever many rounds.
Even if he does win, I don't. You know, when I used to gamble, it was a full-time job. You know, it was never like for entertainment, and this is for pure entertainment.
Yes.
So to spend $100,000 to have some fun, the same fun I can have without spending $100,000.
Yeah, you can have the same fun for $1,000.
Yeah.
Or $100 at that, whatever.
Yeah.
Jake Paul suggested that the fight could be worth around $267 million. Reports estimate that both fighters might earn $92 million each. But Paul's comment sparked speculation that the total payout, including streaming rights and pay-per-view, could be higher. On one side is Joshua, with Olympic pedigree, elite power, reach, and experience. On the other is Paul, a social media-era fighter known more for spectacle than elite boxing. Analysts see Paul at a disadvantage, making the fight less about legacy and more about spectacle, but stakes remain high. For Joshua, A dominant win could cement his elite status. A mediocre performance risks tarnishing his legacy. For Paul, an upset would boost his reputation, while a loss could reinforce doubts about crossover boxing. Ultimately, this fight is a high-risk, high-reward test of ego, legacy, money, and skill. Once the bell rings, everything will be decided inside the ring.